Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Olsons, gone again, and this will be the first camping video of 2025. Put a few other videos out, but we're gonna start camping. So we got the truck out. We've been out twice, just kind of getting used to things again this year. I didn't take time to film anything, so we're gonna get some wood on and finish hooking up, and we're gonna head out. This is Friday of Memorial Day weekend 2025, and we're going to head up to Hatfield to Russell Park, and we'll see how this goes. We're taking obviously the four-wheelers with. So the plan is to do a little riding. Let's get some wood on the truck and let's get hooked up. So I like to keep the wood in plastic totes. Usually don't go anywhere. That's good and tight. I need to go without a strap for this. Get that ratchet strap there out of the way. And then we'll see and make sure that that's not too high. That should be fine. And yeah, then we'll get hooked up. All right, so I didn't find any X-Track straps, so I'm gonna take a new one. I bought a couple extras, so I got this from Harbor Freight. So we will we'll put it to use. I'm only using it to hold the ramps down, so not a major job. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh my, I think it's too long there. That's gonna be an issue. Ooh. So I'll put it that way. Yep, that's not gonna work. That's way too long. Shoot. Okay, let me go get a ratchet with a short lead on it, and I'll be back. Okay, so I found a ratchet with a short lead on it. So we're gonna put that up in there. Well, I really do I like these cross or X track versus the E track, where you can bind down in either direction. So I found an Erickson ratchet. It's got a nice short lead on it. This lead is fine in some cases, but way too long here. And this strap is, I think it's going to get cut off. Some other day. Now I like to feed this through the ratchet. When it's sitting this way, I feed it over the top through where the tail is under. That way, my excess can stack on the load and be out of the way. And sometimes it takes more time, but kind of a cluster, but I got it. Thankfully we can speed that up because that was painful. I think the rest of this looks pretty good. I got my X on there to keep that top from swaying. Tops are strapped down. I guess the top four-wheeler. Bottoms are in. We're all good. And we'll just toss that down there because maybe we'll need it later. I don't know. So I'm going to put that down there. All right, so we jumped up in the cab, and I don't know. We got some new toys. We got some other stuff put in here this year. So I don't know if I ever showed, but these are a couple of masks. These are a couple of dash mount suction car phone chargers. And they are wireless. Obviously there's a wire, but you just slap your phone on there, it's good to go. We have the tire minder that we installed last year. We have that on the truck tires and on the trailer, the camper tires. And we have a repeater on the camper, so we get good signal on that. And then this winter we put a new CarPu ride screen, CarPlay screen in the truck here, so I don't have to change with the car. And I have a switch on the side on the dash. When I flip that on, now I have a picture of the camper. So I'm going to back up, and I know I'm low, but we're going to back up a little bit so we can get to know how much low we are. Bring it in there. The air brake's back on. All right. Now, let's go take a look at how much we got to raise this up. have the rear stabilizers down, and if we raise the front, pushes the rear stabilizers down. So we'll pull these up. These are the pads we installed last year. They have been absolutely wonderful. Run it all the way up. This side stops, that side stops. Now we're good to go that way. Now we'll raise the front up so that hit that dump the air in the suspension, but this truck doesn't have that ability. I think that's pretty close. We want to make sure that they push the back of the truck down. That way we don't send the kingpin over the coupler. But now you can see there's more gap in here. Shut the door a little. Will that help? Not really. I'll try to help a little bit too. Okay, so if you watched right here, it was amber or yellow, and now it's green, and that tells me that the coupler has locked according to the hitch. So we'll go out and check and make sure that the coupler did lock. Let's see, we'll shut the truck off. Okay, now we'll check and make sure that it did lock. So I visually inspect to make sure that this part of the coupler is locked. The pin is in here, the pin sticks out the bottom. And then make sure it don't come unlocked. We run the safety through and lock it in place. Now we can lift the landing gear, and someday I'll have the ones that you hit the button and it does it by itself. But now the campground that we're going to today has electric. It has a dump station. It does have a fill station as well, but it does not have water to the campsites. So I've already got 2/3 of a tank of fresh water on. So now I can hear, we put that pressure on the truck, and I can hear a little bit of air coming out, so it's doing its leveling thing. So, all right, we'll lift the pads up and we'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna have to do a pre-check on the truck, check the oil, visually inspect everything. But I see is we're gonna have a problem. Uh-oh. So if we turn tight, which there's a good possibility when we get up there, we will have to. So I'm going to need to strap this down differently. Like maybe move that top box over to the other side. So we'll get on with that, and we'll continue our walk around. Okay, so I got that solved. I put it over there. Got that one here. This is nice and tight. This is tight. This is tight. This is tight. This is tight. That'll ride right there. Winch is fine. That's happy. Landing gear's up. Now, I got no key, so I'll have to do that in a minute or two. So this year we're taking the bikes along. Full faith they're going to stay on. Something like that, I guess. So, and everything up through there. All right. Okay, so got the key. We'll get this opened up and we'll pull the slides in. On this particular, holy crime, we're in the dark. In this this camper, we got our controls right here. So we're gonna run number one, retract, which is that one right there, the master bedroom. You should be able to see that going in. Runs right up to the sorry about that. Run right up to the wardrobe. Then you hold the button for 5 seconds. Lets the that type of slide program to where it's supposed to stop. Now we're going to there's a little bit of light on in here, but we're going to run this one in. This is the big one for the bunkhouse. We have a bunch of helicopters on there. That goes up. That's nice and tight. Now, number three. Number three is this beast here that he just never is really happy. He'll come part way in and stop. I gotta run it back out just a little bit and run it in the rest of the way. It always seems that that back leg's behind the rest of it just a little bit. It is nice that this slide, when this slide is in, when we're traveling, we can still have access to half the refrigerator and the freezer, both sides. And we're just about there. Another half an hour and we'll be done. And this will stop first here. And when this front end stops, and that back will run in just a little bit more, and I'm holding it for about 5 seconds. All right. All right, so now we're going to put slide number 4 in. Whoop, that would be out. That's going to be the dinette and the back of the living room. Now, I think they say these are rack and pinion, this one and the one for the bunkhouse. I do kind of like that better. They are faster. And just like that, everything's in. I'll hit the, we got 2/3 tank of water. Nothing in the gray, nothing in that gray, and nothing in that black. Now I did, after our last camping 2 weeks ago, I did fill the tanks completely full of water, and I added 2 of the large jugs of the Dollar Trees brand of Pine Sol. And I let that sit in there for, I think it was about 4 or 5 days. And by doing that, my sensor started working again, because it is a degreaser. And a lot of the odor, just the musty odor from the camper, went away by cleaning them out. I usually dump that in toward the end so that I have some staying in the trap, just to try to clean that out, just to make it a little bit fresher. So that was, it's about all we've done. A few maintenance things this winter, but otherwise it's been really good. So we'll, once we get out on the road, we'll get the cameras fired up, and we'll show you a little bit of the drive from our place to Hatfield.